When you have power, you need to use your feet. That's the power of listening. The most important person is the one who uses their feet the most, listens as if it were their own problem, and then uses their power to solve it. If you can do that, you'll gain respect. And there's something else you should listen to. It's not just, is that person having any problems? It's, how is that person doing? What does that mean? It means asking the lowest ranking person about the manager's reputation. By doing that, you might hear, our manager is good at their job, but their words are a little harsh, and people end up crying and quitting. The reputation you hear from the lowest ranking person is different from the face the manager shows you. The manager is all smiles, but the part-timer says they're pretty rough and scary. You wouldn't see that otherwise. So it's not about going around looking for bad mouthing. You might even hear good things. That person is like this. Oh, really? I thought they were just spaced out, but they were working hard at something. You can hear things like that. That's how you look at it. So, top-notch leaders spread their networks and even ask the lowest-ranking people about personnel evaluations. People who are rough on the little guys get filtered out immediately. It all gets leaked, so they can't get promoted. That's why being harsh to the weak prevents you from getting promoted. Isn't it like how guys who are cold to the not cute girls aren't popular? They only talk to the cute girls and tell the others to shut up. Why aren't those guys popular? It's because the evaluation from those girls gets around. It all gets leaked. So, you have to work hard in all directions. Doing this, how is that person doing thing is really important. One of the fears of having power is that you stop seeing people's true faces. People only show you their good side. They don't want to cause trouble, so you only see that kind of face. But if you listen carefully, you realize why important personnel evaluations should come not just from above, but also from the sides, peers, and below, subordinates. Especially the opinions of colleagues and subordinates. Doing those things is not good. Among all that, something really important in personnel matters is becoming a leader. But when you're a leader and you have to decide on the next leader, there's something you absolutely must not fall into. It's personnel decisions based on a matrix. What is a personnel matrix? It's about ability and virtue. But we've been talking about virtue as being higher. But things can get confusing when you're looking at people. There are people in the company who are nice but can't do their jobs, and people who are good at their jobs but always causing trouble. People who are good at both are easy to promote, and people who are bad at both are easy to fire. The tricky spot is deciding which of the other two to choose. And that's where this way of thinking comes in handy. Who should you make the leader? Someone who's good at their job but harsh? Or someone who makes mistakes but is a good person? The person you should absolutely not promote is someone who is good at their job but has a bad personality. Look at this matrix. Someone who is good at their job and has a good personality is in the A area. Everyone agrees they should be promoted. The problem comes when you have to choose between B and C. B is good at their job but doesn't have a good personality. C is not good at their job but has a good personality. Choose C. Why? Because you can do something about someone who isn't good at their job. The good news is that your time has come. Why? Because work is about finding the right fit. They might not be able to do this or that, but maybe they can do something else. Maybe someone who was just muddling through for 5 years suddenly finds their place in the 6th year. Ah, they were suited for this. Someone who was terrible at creative work might be great at accounting, or vice versa. Finding the right place changes things. Also, people get used to things. They gain proficiency. They might make a lot of mistakes at first, but they gradually get better. And when they can perform above average, their good personality can boost teamwork and make them a great leader. On the other hand, consider someone who is good at their job but has a terrible personality. They're a troublemaker. They say mean things. "What are you doing? You're ruining everything." If someone like that is there, but they're good at their job, what happens? It's hard to reprimand them. If a colleague tries to reprimand them, they'll say, "You're doing worse than me, so don't tell me what to do. If you have time to criticize me, you should be working." Subordinates are even less likely to say anything. They'll say, "How dare you say that to a senior colleague who is getting results? You don't have the experience or the results to lecture me." It's hard for the boss to reprimand them too. "Your thinking is wrong. Look at my results. I'm getting better results than you, so I don't need to listen to you." So the problem never gets fixed. Their good performance becomes their shield, and they don't try to improve. The organization falls apart. People cry because of what they said. Clients get angry because of how they talk to them. It's a disaster. So you must never give those people a leadership position. This applies even to things like "just do it" mentality. But the one thing you should never do hastily is choose a leader. If you're hesitating, gather more information. You're hesitating because you don't have enough information. Ask lots of people. Get information from the sides and below. Find out if they're really a good person. Gather all the information you can before the deadline. Choosing a leader is something you should deliberate on until the very last minute. If you don't, what happens? The horrible person who says, "Look at my results," gets promoted. Then those kinds of people increase. Because if that's who gets rewarded, no one will care about the weaker people. Because they will think that the horrible person got promoted and now only care about results. Then the promoted person gets even more arrogant. They'll say, "It's been proven that I can get promoted even if I treat the weak badly. I'll bully them even more because I'm in charge now." The organization completely collapses. This is a bit extreme, but it happens. So, this is about prioritizing people. This is the most important thing. In short, the most important thing is virtue. Does that person care about the weak? Can they resist the temptation of power? Do they use their power for the weak, not for themselves? So, to improve your virtue, avoid bad-mouthing and bragging. People are watching. Mission is the key. Have personal and group missions. The mission is a reason for being. Passion, talent, and contributing to others is what forms our mission. Help the weak and do not drown when you have power. Train yourself every day. Learn from Chinese classics. Buy and read. Constantly be aware. The wall is there to prove how much you want it. The more failures as a young leader, the better you will be. Be a leader.